What is going on YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Vancouver's Worst Drivers. Today I have the opportunity of showing you folks the 70mm A810 Dashcam. Films 4K up front, and you also have a 2-channel option if you want to film with 1080p in the back. And I've got to say, this is my first chance of kind of reviewing a 70mm Dashcam, and I got to say, I am pretty impressed. I'll show you folks what the features are of the Dashcam, what the footage looks like, and also what the 70My app is like as well. Also, if you guys are looking for any kind of deals on the 70My A810 Dashcam, there'll be some deals in the description below between October 4th and October 11th. So if you're interested in getting this Dashcam, be sure to check them out. And without further ado, let's get into the review. So if you were to buy the 70My A810 Dashcam, what comes in the box? So first and foremost, of course, you got the front Dashcam. If you decide to do the 2-channel option, this is what the rear Dashcam looks like. Power cable for the front Dashcam, which is a USB to connect to the car and a USB Type-C to attach to the front Dashcam. A cigarette lighter adapter that has 2 USB ports. Connecting cable for the rear Dashcam if you have the 2-channel option. Installation tool. 2 static shields also come in the box with your Dashcam purchase. Basically, this sticks between your Dashcam and the windshield, and that way when you remove your Dashcam from your vehicle one day, you don't get all the sticky goop all over your windshield. And again, these come in the box for free. You also get paper copies of the user manual in the box, or there's QR codes if you want to look at the manuals online. So let's talk about the external features of the 70My A810 Dashcam. So very simple design, very easy to use here. You got your front Dashcam lens right there. This is where the Dashcam would be mounted onto the windshield. If you turn to the side of the Dashcam, we have AV input for the rear Dashcam. If you do the 2-channel option, you've got DC input, which is Type-C input for the power cable, and you have a micro SD card slot right there. You got ventilation holes on the top as well as on the bottom. If you look at the screen here, you've got your screen right there. You've got 4 buttons that are not labeled, but I'll go into what those buttons do in a few moments here. And then on the other side, you've got a microphone little hole right there, as well as the power on and off button right here on the left-hand side. And that's it for the external features. Very simple design here. And here's the external features of the rear Dashcam if you choose to get it. This Dashcam rotates like this. The cable is actually built in here, so there's no way of actually pulling this cable out, but instead what you do is you would have this plugged into the rear Dashcam power cable, which is right here. So this portion of the power cable would plug into your front unit Dashcam, and then this has 4 little prongs there, and it would plug into the rear Dashcam like this. You basically just line up the arrows, right there, and then slot it in. So that would be kind of installed inside your tailgate of your vehicle, and then that would power the rear Dashcam. So if you have any issues with your rear Dashcam, or if you want to change it out, all you'd have to do is unplug it here, and then you're good to go. So here are the features of the 70My A810 Dashcam directly on the Dashcam itself when it's powered on. As you can see here, it's recording. It's got this green LED. If there's any sort of issues with your micro SD card, that would appear red there. So let's just go into what features you can actually access on the Dashcam directly. So first and foremost, you've got the microphone on and off button right at the bottom left there. You've got event recording button right here with a little flag. You can push this button and actually take a look at your footage directly, so you can do all video footage, which is right there. You can also take a look at your emergency video. Parking surveillance if you've got the parking mode set up on there, and time-lapse recording. So all that footage would be available to you right directly onto your Dashcam. Up next, we've got the system settings. So let's take a look at the video settings here. You can change video duration, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Let's see if it goes down. Yeah, those are the 3 options there. Video storage, so high or low compression. Personally, I would always recommend high compression just because you want the best footage possible. Video resolution, so you can have 3 different options here: 4K, 1080p 60 frames per second, or just normal 1080p. So it depends on how big your micro SD card and how much footage you want to save. I mean, if you have 4K dash cam, I'd recommend filming at 4K. HDR on and off. Again, personally, I would always keep HDR on for the best possible footage. Refresh rate, speed you can have, and longitude, your location on the dashcam footage itself. Same with the 70mm logo. Camera mirroring or flipping is if you have your dashcam upside down and you want to kind of change what the footage looks like there. Up next, we got system settings. So we've got Wi-Fi on and off and Wi-Fi settings, screen time, system time, language, date format, speed if you want it in kilometers per hour or miles per hour. Satellite positioning. This one I don't really understand. I guess it's just showing that, yes, you have a satellite available to you. But yeah, that doesn't mean a lot to me, and I don't think it will for you either. Up next, we've got format. So you want to format your micro SD card. You can do that directly on the dashcam itself, which is a nice thing about having a actual screen on dashcam is that you can do that directly. Parking security, so you can change the different settings on here, collision, motion detection, time-lapse recording, and so on, which we'll get to in the parking mode section of this video later on. Smart travel, so you can change the emergency video settings, so collision detection sensitivity. It also has ADAS, which is a sensor built into the dashcam, which is like a forward collision warning, lane departure warning. If traffic starts moving and you're stationary at like a green light, then I'll give you a alert as well. So that those features are built directly into the A810 as well. Sound settings, so you can turn on sound settings for pushing the buttons and on-off prompts and so forth. Audio recording on off if you want to do it manually like that as well. The download app button, system update, which you'd still need to connect to an internet connection to update it. Most people would do that directly through their micro SD card, but refer to your user manual to do that process. Factory reset and about. And that is it for the features of the A810 directly on the dashcam itself. All right, so super briefly, this is what the 70My app looks like. So if you want to connect your dashcam via Wi-Fi, this is what you get. So first and foremost, you got a live view of your front camera. If you push the circle icon on the right there, that'll actually switch to the rear dashcam. And of course, this is just plugged into my office, so there's nothing really too exciting to see there, but it'll help you with positioning your dashcam in the right position. There's the camera icon, so if you want to take a photo, you can go ahead and push that. Takes a picture, and recording on and off on the left side there. In order to change the settings, you actually need to turn the recording off as well. You can push album, so if you want to see in your footage, all the footage will be listed right there. And then if we go into settings on the bottom here, this will be all the settings which I've already listed before, but this is just a simpler way of accessing them and, you know, kind of setting up your dash cam for the first time. So as I mentioned, all the settings are going to be right here directly on the app. And that's it for the 70My app. All right, so let's take a look at the front camera footage for the 70My A810 dash cam. This camera films at 4K, 30 frames per second. It's got HDR that helps improve video quality. And 70My has put in the Sony Starvis 2 sensor, which at this time in the dashcam market is the best sensor that you can have in a dashcam. So with the 4K, HDR, and the Sony Starvis 2 sensor, you're basically getting the best video quality of any dashcam on the market at this time. As you can see here, the footage looks great. It's very clear, not oversaturated, and the colors look great. So overall, I am very impressed with how this dashcam records. Moving on to the nighttime footage for the front dash cam, 70My uses a technology called night owl vision, which kind of improves nighttime footage quality. And as you can see here, I think they pull it off really well. You can see license plates well. Again, it's not overly saturated, which can happen with night vision programs that are trying to brighten the footage. Oftentimes it'll be oversaturated and you can't see the license plate. But you can see here, 70My I think does a really good job of kind of doing a balance where you're brightening footage without oversaturating. And again, I'm impressed with this video quality as well. Moving on to a rear dash cam, it films at 1080p 30 frames per second. It too also has HDR, so it would be a little bit better footage than, say, a traditional 1080p dash cam. There's nothing really spectacular about this rear dash cam footage. Again, it's just 1080p, which is the kind of the industry standard for most rear dash cams. And that's really all you need just to kind of see what's going on behind you. Also, if somebody was to hit you, for example, they'd be close enough where you can see their license plate anyways. So again, nothing really spectacular here, but this is what the footage looks like if you get the 2-channel option with the rear dash cam. All right, let's talk about parking mode on the A810 Dashcam. There's 3 different modes of parking that you can use. You can use collision recording, which is a G sensor if someone is to bump or hit your vehicle. You got time-lapse recording, which records continuously at a different frame rate to save file sizes on your micro SD card. Or you can have motion recording, which turns the dashcam on if there's any motion around the vehicle. Now, the A810 is similar to other dashcam manufacturers as well, where to get parking mode, you must have a hardwiring kit. So you can either buy just the traditional 70 mi hardwiring kit, or you can also get the 4G hardwiring kit. So for this hardwiring kit, the first thing I'll mention is that is not available in Canada, unfortunately. But if you are watching this from the US or Europe or Asia, it is available. Now, for a 4G hardwiring kit, you have a bunch of other features where you can actually access your dash cam remotely from anywhere that you have internet access. As you can see here, you can live stream your dash cam footage remotely via their app. You can also find your vehicle's precise location that's refreshed every 15 seconds. And you can also get app alerts on your phone when it's in parking mode. So say there's any motion detection, or if someone hits your vehicle, a notification will go directly to your phone. And those are kind of the benefits of having the 4G hardwiring kit if you can get your hands on one. All right, so what are my final thoughts on the 70 mi A810 dashcam? I think this is a fantastic dashcam for a couple of reasons here. First of all, the video quality is fantastic. This is basically the best video quality footage you can buy in a dashcam at this moment. I like that it also has the lane departure warnings. I like the 4G hardwiring kit if you can get your hands on one. I love the idea of it, but unfortunately in Canada, nothing like that is available. But if you're in the US, I would definitely be going for that. Also, I think the biggest thing for me that makes this dashcam stick out above the other ones is the fact that the price is so good. As of right now, I just checked their website without any deals. It says it's $248, which puts this almost half the price of some of the other 4K dashcams with the Sony Starvis 2 sensor. So for me, this almost seems like a no-brainer to go for the A10 based simply on the price. Yes, they could have included a micro SD card, and yes, the rear dash cam could be 2K, but for me, the price, you just can't beat this.